Did you ever have that one game you remember loving as a kid, but then you decided to replay it as an adult and you begin to question everything about its existence? Well, the PlayStation 1 version of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was that game for me. Here's what I remember loving about it as a kid. The music was amazing, exploration was a ton of fun, the mini games were a blast, you got to go on day trips with Hagrid, you got to play Quidditch matches, and you got to learn new spells. What's not to love? Now here's what I think of it as an adult. Everyone and everything wants you to die. Now I know what you're thinking. Don't be ridiculous, Betty-san. This is a Harry Potter game. It's for kids. And I know that. When I was a kid, it was the last thing I was thinking of. But as an adult, it's the only thing I keep coming back to. Look, just bear with me. There's a lot to get through, so let's start from the beginning. Now the game begins with Harry's arrival at Hogwarts and Dumbledore welcoming him.
Welcome to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I am Albus Dumbledore, your headmaster. Now, Hogwarts is full of secrets, Harry, so search behind every door, but keep in mind, not all secrets are rewarding. Oh, which reminds me, the third floor corridor is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to suffer a most painful death.
I love the line, not all secrets are rewarding. Yeah, I bet it's not, Dumbledore, I'm onto you. I also like the fact he mentions not to enter the third floor corridor to avoid a painful death, almost as if all the other deaths in the school won't be as painful. Okay, let's begin this theory with the Weasley twins. Oh yeah, they want you dead as well. Throughout the game they'll ask you to collect Bertie Bott's every flavour beans. Yellow, blue, green and red. Every time you collect the correct number of beans they will give you a password for a portrait for a reward. The rewards being a Witch and Wizards card, a new broomstick, an upgraded spell and armour, probably so you can take more of a beating in the future. The problem so much isn't collecting the beans, it's where they're located, and that's Hogwarts. This school is dangerous, man, like ridiculously dangerous, and it only seems to be dangerous for Harry. First we have suits of armour that swing their axes down as hard as they can, as fast as they can, again and again. And what's underneath the axe, you say? That's right, yellow Bertie Bott's every flavour beans. How convenient, guys. The green beans are surrounded by turtles that shoot fire out of its ass. And what the hell is this? Is this radioactive waste? What is Dumbledore doing down here?
Keep in mind, not all secrets are rewarding.
The red beans have you go into the Forbidden Forest alone at night, or into an attic to chase peeps around on a slidey wooden platform while suits of armour swing their axes at you. And I didn't forget about the blue beans, but we'll come back to the blue beans. Okay, let's rewind a bit and talk about our good pal Ron. Now I know what you're thinking, Bertie, there is no way Ron is trying to kill you. To which I say, really? At the start of the game, Malfoy steals your owl and insults your mum.
Looking for that owl of yours? How careless of you to leave it lying about. Go home to your mother, Potter. Oh, sorry, you don't have one, do you?
But don't worry, you've got your good pal Ron right there with you.
Us Gryffindors should stick together.
You're a good friend, Ron.
Look, there's another feather. I'll double back and watch the entrance. You better go on and rescue Hedwig.
Oh, okay. Bye then. Now Harry goes on alone and meets nearly headless Nick, who helps you find Hedwig. He gives you tips about how to get around the snails and the flying books, so it's not a huge deal that Ron leaves you. But it just doesn't stop there. He leaves you again.
Then again, maybe I'll just wait here. Snape gives me the willies.
And again.
Let's split up and have a look about.
And again.
The next puzzle is a gigantic chessboard. Ron's gone through to play.
So towards the end of the game, Ron goes on ahead to play Wizard's chess, and is apparently injured when you get there. Ron asks Harry to play chess in his stead. Except Harry has no allies. Both the black and the white pieces are trying to kill Harry. They will literally destroy each other for the chance of dealing that killing blow. But the most obvious thing Ron does that proves to me that he wants Harry dead is this.
Harry, you distract the troll and I'll find Hermione.
That's right, this is Ron using the old zombie apocalypse tactic that you don't have to be smarter than your friends, just faster. Hermione. Now at first I didn't really think she wanted Harry dead. She does watch you fight a suit of armour and does nothing to help, but apart from that she honestly seems more concerned with studying than trying to kill Harry. Although I do think she's a part of a theory I have with the professors trying to injure Harry. That's right, I said injure, not kill, because I don't think anything the professors actually did could kill Harry. Before each lesson starts, Harry must go through a magical obstacle course to get to the classroom before the timer runs out. If he doesn't get there in time, then the professors take away house points. The course consists of jumping from floating table to floating table. That would surely hurt an 11-year-old if they fell from it. You have to be quick to make it on time as well. Also, don't think I don't see those beans scattered around the place, Fred and George. The worst part is, the professors literally watch you do the obstacle course without so much as offering any advice. They just stand there silently watching and waiting to take house points away. Now why do I think Hermione is in on this plan? Because of this one scene here.
Hello, Harry. Charms class is about to start. Isn't it exciting?
She's rather annoying, isn't she?
Hermione runs on ahead to let the professors know that Harry is coming. Ron conveniently forgets his book.
Oh no! I forgot in my spell book. I'll catch you up, Harry.
And Harry does the course. Seconds after Harry arrives in the classroom, Ron comes in. I didn't see him jumping behind me. In fact, I didn't see any other student do this course. I'm convinced this is done for Harry alone.
Join us, Harry.
Okay, Hagrid, you're up. At one point in the game, our good friend Hagrid invites us over for some tea.
Pop round for a cup of tea and a chat.
After a wizard cracker fight with Draco Malfoy and a herbology class, we eventually make it to Hagrid's hut, where Hagrid's plan to get you killed comes into play. He asks you to do one simple favour for him.
Harry, can you fetch me some fire seeds from a rare plant in the forest? The plant lives just beyond the Gargoyle Gate. Been some very strange goings on of late. Be careful, Harry.
Get some fire seeds. How hard can that be? All we need to do is find a Gargoyle Gate and go on from there. Well, after a nice stroll through the forest, we come across the Gargoyle Gate, where the gargoyle conveniently comes alive and tries to kill us. Now I know what you're thinking, it was the hooded figure that made it come alive. True. But Hagrid did say...
Been some very strange goings on of late.
Not convinced? Okay, fair enough. Then explain this. Lava? Really, Hagrid? You're sending me on a lava trip? These platforms aren't even steady, and I see those beans again, Fred and George. In fact, what's happening in this school? Why is there lava in Hogwarts?
Keep in mind, not all secrets are rewarding.
So we finally find the fire seeds and we travel back across the lava. Turns out Hagrid needed the seeds to give his dragon egg an extra bit of heat so it would hatch. I'd have just used the lava personally, since we seem to have a lot of it around the school. But at least we get to finally have that tea we were promised.
We'd better give Norbert his first feed soon. I'll see you later, Harry. Thanks again.
Oh, come on! So later on in the game, Hagrid takes us to Diagon Alley. In school time. Somehow. Anyway, his dragon is sick and Harry has forgiven him for plotting his death. So they work together to get the ingredients needed to heal Norbert the dragon.
I'm off to the leaky cauldron for a few butterbeers if you need me. I'll meet you when you're all done.
Why am I not surprised? And better yet, he didn't even give us any money, so we have to get that as well. At least we met this nice old lady warning us not to go into Knockturn Alley.
Harry Potter, stay well away from here. That is Knockturn Alley. The shops down there deal only in the dark arts. Now run along before I turn you into a vole.
Maybe she'll look after us.
Like to be a vole, would ya? Now run along. Maybe I'll turn you into a turnip and then eat you for my tea.
Alright then, moving on. We head into Gringotts Bank where we have to collect Knuts, Silver Sickles and Galleons. Each time we need to do this, we need to collect the correct paperwork scattered around the room on the slippiest floor I have ever seen. The goblins here are either trying to break Harry's neck or they want to keep this place really, really clean. I'll leave that one up to you. Now Harry finally has the paperwork, all he has to do is collect the money. By riding around on a cart that has wooden planks that could literally take your head off if you're not careful. Hagrid planned this as well, didn't he?
Be careful, Harry.
I also believe Nearly Headless Nick wants Harry dead. Maybe because he's lonely? I'm not entirely sure. Now I know he helped you out at the start of the game, but he's also the one behind the secret passage minigames. There are a few minigames in this game and Nearly Headless Nick is involved with pretty much all the ones that can get Harry killed. The first minigame he's involved in has Harry collecting beans while these giant purple things, which are twice the size of Harry, fly around the arena. And they hit hard. Look at the size of them, look at the shell on that, that's gotta hurt. The next time you meet him is in the dungeons, where he has you put cauldrons on heated grills.
Hello, Harry. I've got a bit of fun for you. Within the time limit, use your knockback jinx to push the cauldrons onto the heated grills.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's trying to poison you. Green gas is literally pouring out of the vents. And if that wasn't subtle enough, the last minigame he has you take on is following a cat who drops beans on unstable platforms. That drop would kill anyone. I mean, you can't even see the floor. I'd also like to point out that the cat looks like the same cat we rescued in the sewer earlier in the game, so I'm blaming both the cat and its owner for wanting Harry dead. Nearly Headless Nick might seem friendly enough when you first meet him, but I think it's just an act so he can get you to participate in these mini-games afterwards. He's like President Snow from the Hunger Games.
And may the odds be ever in your favour.
So far we have the Weasley twins, Ron, Hermione, the professors, Hagrid, Nearly Headless Nick, a random Ravenclaw student and his cat that have all wanted Harry dead. You must be wondering when I'm going to bring up Draco Malfoy. Well, to be honest, he doesn't really try to get you killed. He's just a bit of a bully. The worst thing he does is throw a wizard cracker at you, and then throws bludgers at you while you chase him. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the face that appears when you hit Draco on the broomstick? Look at it! We of course have Professor Quirrell, who turns out to be the hooded figure, who goes out of his way to murder you, as he does in the books, but in the game he tries a lot more and he's more brutal. He tries to get a gargoyle to sit on you, he breaks the floor from beneath Harry's feet in the dungeons, where apparently they have mini trolls and medium-sized trolls waiting to beat him to death. He enchants a huge piece of armour to chop him up to bits, and of course there's the more direct method of just using spells to kill Harry. Honestly, he acts like your friend throughout the whole game and then he tries to kill you. You could say he's two-faced.
Ha!
So with everyone trying to kill him, it's no wonder Harry never says a word to anyone in the game. I wouldn't either. The one friendly person Harry does meet is a Ravenclaw student behind a secret passage, who asks Harry to help him get his stock back down because some Slytherins enchanted it all to fly. So Harry simply blows them up as they float? Not helping people wanting you dead there, Harry. He also likes to get innocent creatures stuck in holes where he never helps them out again. Okay guys, I think I've talked about this long enough. What do you think? Is this all one big coincidence, or is everything and everyone in this game out to kill Harry? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed, leave it a like. Or
Maybe I'll turn you into a turnip and then eat you for my tea.